This is Mozzcast. I'm Anarchy. I'm with Dr. Teeth. What's going on?
What's happening?
So right off the bat, I just want to say, that our buddy Rob isn't here. He's got some stuff going on. So we want to send our best out to Rob.
We wish him well.
First. But tonight it's going to be Anarchy and Dr. Teeth.
What's up?
So we wanted to do this episode for a while because there's a franchise, a gaming franchise that we actually love that has went to shit. Like it's literally, we don't even want to play it anymore, right?
It makes my heart sad.
It makes my heart sad too. So the franchise in question is Gears of War. The Gears of War franchise for Xbox exclusively. Right?
It's on PC. It's on PC.
Oh, PC, you were right. Gears of War used to be just Xbox. Gears of War 1, 2, 3, I think.
No, Gears of War 1 went to PC.
Oh, you're right. I couldn't even finish it because my computer...
I couldn't even get it to run on that old laptop I had.
Mine fucked up too. We actually got it to run. I remember playing with our friend Thrillkill, and we got to the point where on the PC you could ride the Berserker. It was like the added chapter or whatever, and our PCs couldn't keep up with it, and it would just freeze to the point where it would crash both of us once we rode that Brumac. So that was, we never finished it. But anyway, we love that franchise, right?
Well, if I could turn my camera, you'd see I have a ton of gears. I have a Gears clock. I have Gears. I have the Lancer, the Amazon exclusive Lancer that you got with Gears 2. I got that. Yep. I've got Gears 5, Jack's drone. I've got all of it. I got it all.
Yeah, man, we fell in love with that game, and so they even changed titles a little bit, right? So you had Gears of War 1, 2, 3, 4, Gears of War Judgment, and then they switched it to Gears 5. Like they dropped of War, Gears.
Yeah, they did.
Gears 5. Like what is up with that? Gears 5. Tell me.
My opinion.
Dr.
Now,
Keith,
I think they had an actual reason, and I don't know what it was. They had a reason they stated. My opinion is just we go, hey, let's play some Gears.
Okay.
It's just Gears. You know what
I mean?
Like,
okay.
No.
I never thought of it that way. You might be right.
That's my opinion. No, they did have a statement why they did it, and I think that might be it, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me.
So let's play Gears.
Yeah, because how many times you playing Gears tonight? You throw a text
right.
out, you playing Gears.
Let's play Gears tonight. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so
have
I don't
we said
care
that in a long time? No, we haven't.
No, unless we decide to play some Gears 4.
Yeah. So we'll go back to the love of the franchise, but Gears 5 sucks. It sucks. It came out. They had the first one was outstanding, right? Outstanding. 2, 3, 4. We played the shit out of them. We won't talk about the one that we're not going to talk about, Judgment, which sucks too. But when you have
it's the stepchild of Gears of War.
Not far behind, or Gears 5 isn't far behind.
Yeah, Gears 5 is real close there. Well, I wouldn't say real close, but there's some problems with that game.
So we haven't played Gears 5. We've played Gears of War 1 for years.
When did it come out? In 2006, right?
2006, yep.
We played that till Gears 2 came out, and then we would go back to Gears 1 because Gears 2 was real bad at first, and then they patched it up. Excuse me, I'm getting a drink. Continue on.
We played Gears of War 1 forever and met all our friends online.
Oh my God. That's what got me back into gaming.
I
hadn't gamed in a long time.
Right. I had bought an original Xbox to play Halo, and just not a Halo guy. But and then I was playing a couple of things here and there, and a guy at work was like, there's this game, Anarchy. There's this game called Gears of War. You got to jump on. So I jumped on with Taz, a coworker of mine. His name is
I have him on my friends list, I think, still.
And I met you guys, and we played this game for years. We met each other and became great friends.
Oh, absolutely.
Had our crew that we played with, and this episode is more about what Gears has done to kind of shit on the fan base, I think, because
I think. How do I want to?
I know
I don't know if it's necessarily they shit on the fan base as much as this is my opinion. Okay, like a lot of games, like do the things you're good at and leave the other stuff alone. They try and innovate for the sake of innovation. Like if you look at Call of Duty, they've made a couple changes here and there, but Call of Duty's been Call of Duty since Call of Duty became Call of Duty. The fundamentals of Call of Duty
are always
have
there.
not changed.
Right, that's
okay.
true.
The fundamental of Gears was the cover-based shooter. You had your Nasher, your Lancer, your long shot, your roadie run. The way things were, this like the Crimson Omen garbage that they got filling the whole screen. Why after? We're gonna say 6 games. Why would you? Because Judgment was there.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you change something that everybody has been playing since 2006? That's not innovation. That's change for the sake of change. Okay, like one thing I'll say that they did, and maybe this is why they did it. Like when you shoot your shotgun, you see the hit markers, which really don't mean anything because.
You missed
83% damage.
You missed 83%. You missed.
Yeah.
That's their excuse every time somebody sends a video with proof. You missed.
Maybe they did that so you could see the white pellet markers.
Mm-hmm.
The pellet markers are okay, but I could do without them. I've done without them since 2006.
So Gears 5. Let's narrow this down, right?
Yes.
The shittiest change in Gears 5, the red omen that takes up your entire screen.
Yes, absolutely. 100% the worst part.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to play the game. I get used to the rest of the mechanics. I won't play it. Even the simple omen update.
Exactly. They produced an update that you could lessen the red on your screen.
Yes.
I don't know, by 25% or something stupid. It's still bad.
It's bad.
Right?
It's terrible.
But why would you make this? You get shot a little bit and your screen is red. It doesn't make a bit of sense.
It completely destroys your peripheral vision. You can't see to even try and duck and dodge and avoid anything. You jump into a wall because it's all red and you can't see it. That's my biggest problem with this game.
Biggest problem is that as well, right? Okay, next one in my mind. You tell me if I'm wrong here.
Okay,
one of the best things about Gears of War was the headshots.
Ugh.
You shoot somebody in the head.
In video game history.
Best video game headshot in video game history by far. Now you could arguably, I think an Unreal Tournament had the same,
made by the same developers.
Yeah, made by the same developer, right?
Originally, obviously, Epic Games.
Yeah, Epic Games. You shoot somebody in the face in Gears of War, especially with a sniper, and it was outstanding. It made you feel like you had an accomplishment, right?
You were king of the world.
Blood squirting out, and the best pop sound in a video game. They changed that, right?
Yeah.
I think I just drooled all over myself, but well, I'll cut that out. So Red Omen changed the sound of headshots, two of the biggest issues in the game, right?
Yes.
To the fundamentals of Gears of War is getting a great headshot, and they completely changed how that sounded.
Yeah, they did.
Probably looked. I don't really pay attention. There's still, a body blows apart or head blows, you still get blood and stuff. It's just not the same.
It's not the same.
Throw another one at me. What's another problem with?
I feel like a lot of the maps that they do are very. I mean, one thing that's kind of frustrating. They've been doing it for a long time. Is they recycle a lot of maps, but they don't recycle the good maps. They finally recycled a good map, but I don't want to play the game. River,
right?
They finally brought River back, but I don't want to play Gears 5 to play River because of, again, the Crimson Omen. I can't get past it, and I'm sorry. There's going to be a lot of Gears enthusiasts. Hello, Natty. This is my dog, Natty. She would like to say hi. She likes Gears too.
Hello, Natty.
But I know there's a lot of people out there who are huge fans of Gears of War, as I am. I have Marcus Phoenix all over my niece did a painting of the Gears
cool.
Crimson Omen for me. Like, I love Gears. I love
have
Gears.
Marcus Phoenix tattooed on your butthole.
I was going to, but the whole the needleness is it's weird. Like, if you can look behind me, you can't see. You can see the Marcus Phoenix statue back there. Okay, yeah. That's from Gears 3. And I have the blanket to match that's down draped over the couch. It's a Gears 3 blanket, but right now my wife's workout ball is there.
We love
virus, right?
Yeah.
But like and like I said earlier,
we love us some Gears of War is what we're trying to say.
And I have like I said, it's the Amazon exclusive Lancer from the Gears of War 2 that when you ordered it, it was like $135. And the only one I don't have is the Gears 4 Lancer. I'd like to have that one. I have the JD motorcycle. I have that one.
I missed that. I didn't get that. I wanted that, and I couldn't get that.
For like 45. One of my nephews broke the arm. I got to glue the hand back on.
Oh yeah, that was nice though.
Didn't tell me. But I got it for like $35. It was on sale on Amazon. Game and all, everything,
right?
Package deal. But anyway, so yes, I love me some Gears. Love me some Gears.
Your dog's going crazy.
Oh yeah, I think she's been snorting cocaine or something. I don't know what's going on with her.
So the maps, right? Now the thing, everybody wants new maps. Whatever game you're in, if you're a multiplayer guy, you look forward to the new maps. But
of course, but sometimes you got some good classics.
I feel like Gears of War, or Gears 5, Gears 4, Gears 3, it's all about those classic Gears maps, right? And you want
good ones.
The good one. You want some of the, like you said, River was a great map originally from Gears of War 2.
Yeah, oh man, I loved River.
Right, and they finally brought it back, and nobody wants to play the stupid game because of things like the Red Omen.
Yeah.
And it just, when it first launched, a lot of those maps were not very good.
Well, and here's another little issue I have. Game modes. Why would you take out dodgeball? That was, to me, it was an innovative game mode.
It was a good game mode.
No other game has a dodgeball mode where if you get a kill, you bring a teammate back. That's dodgeball. You catch the ball, your teammate comes back in.
I completely, 100%
Call of Duty doesn't have that. Halo doesn't have that. It doesn't matter what multiplayer game you're playing. It doesn't have that. Why would you take such a good game mode out?
I love dodgeball when it launched.
Yes.
Yes. That doesn't make any sense. And then since we couldn't play dodgeball, I mean, I think our next mode was we like Guardian because we were pretty good at it, right?
Yeah. We're not bad. We could be better, but we're not bad.
But it still never felt the same. The Red Omen just completely destroyed it.
That's why I won't play. I have it on my hard drive. I have Gears 4 because if guys are like, "Hey, let's play some Gears 4,"
we go back to Gears of War 4.
Yep. Gears Judgment. I was so mad about that game. They were trying, again, that was innovation. That was People Can Fly. Now, Outriders, they did really well on so far. I'm enjoying that. Gears and what People Can Fly were doing, it didn't mesh. It just wasn't a good collaboration, in my opinion.
It was I think we talked about this before, but it was a real cash grab by
It was a cash grab by Epic because they knew they were done with Gears.
I feel like
they were getting their last bucks out of it. And then they sold it to Microsoft.
I know they kind of patched the shit out of Gears 3 till it was almost unplayable too, but
they did.
But at the time we were still having fun with Gears 3.
Yeah, when it launched it was fun. And then they patched it into Oblivion.
Yep, and then I remember thinking, man, there's still another year for Gears 3. Maybe they can make it better, or maybe they can bring out some more map packs, or but that was a complete cash grab. And we played Gears of War Judgment for about a week, I think, if that.
Yeah, if a week. And we were like, we are done with this. Yeah, it was rough.
You had, and I don't want to talk about Gears Judgment because it was just that bad. But
it was.
And then Gears 4 came out, which we thoroughly enjoyed.
Oh, man, especially when it first launched. I was a monster on that game. Then they patched the hell out of it. Ugh.
But believe it or not, now it still plays better than Gears 5.
It's still very good, though. It is. It is. I still enjoy playing it. I do.
It is a good game.
Yes,
okay, so we're back to Gears 5. Red Omen long or headshots, especially the long shot, right, are
Yep.
terrible.
Even with a shotgun, the noise is
Right.
the noise, and it's a crappy. Sounds like a melon squishing or something. It just doesn't have that cool pop
It
that,
does.
that Gears used to have.
Right. They changed all this stuff.
They did. Yeah.
Right. And man, I wish we were popular enough to get somebody from Epic or I guess it's the Coalition now who made Gears
Yeah,
5.
the Coalition. Yes.
And just and everybody, there was a lot of arguments on forums and Facebook pages and where people would send in proof of, look, I shot this guy with a shotgun point
I've
blank.
seen them. I've seen millions of them.
And their response was usually, "Oh, you missed."
Yeah, no, they didn't miss. And to be fair, I get some of it because it is a fast action game, and the coding probably sometimes can't keep up. It is
very
what
connection.
it is.
It's a very connection based game too.
Yeah, and I get that. I do get that. But like what they did with Gears 5. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I had to play Judgment or Gears 5, I'd play Gears 5. But that's not saying much.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
It's really not.
It makes me very uncomfortable that Gears 5 plays the way it does. Like, you put an option for the simple Omen. Why don't you put an option for classic Omen for people like me? I've been playing your game since it launched on the Xbox 360. Now, granted, Coalition really wasn't.
The shit out of it.
I feel like you should do some fan service. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, there was things they did. They brought back Marcus Phoenix, my favorite character. Think he's the coolest video game character in history. Just saying.
You missed.
No.
You missed.
No. Marcus Phoenix is the most badass character in video game history. My opinion.
You missed.
I got your miss. Anyway, my point is okay, like they did some fan service.
But it
they
was right in his chest.
Back.
No, you missed.
Yeah, you missed. No, you missed 83%. 2 hits for 99% damage.
Was 83%?
You know how many times I got that?
How long did that go on for? 3 months?
What's
83%?
Oh God.
There were shirts made.
Oh yeah, there were shirts made that said Gears of War, the Red Omen, and said 83%.
83%. Yep.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand why they just can't. This is a multifaceted response to that.
Well, I'm sure some of it's coding. That's probably got to be hard to do.
Call of Duty shotgun always feels the same.
Yeah, Call of Duty's shotgun is ridiculous. From 10 miles away, you can shoot somebody with it and kill them.
But at least it always feels consistent.
Yeah, but you know what, though? Gears 4 pretty consistent. Gears 5, and this is something
Gears
too.
4 is probably the most consistent shotgun out of all of them.
Yeah, I would say that. I would agree with you there. I feel like each iteration of Gears, the shotgun, the Lancer, the Hammerburst, every iteration, the gun handled different than the last version.
Mm-hmm.
If you want weapons that act differently, put different weapons in. Don't take the weapon that people are used to using and mess it up. What is this ranked tuning and all these? There's tunings for ranked and casual. It shouldn't be
core
that.
And ranked, right.
What is that mess? That doesn't make any sense. What is that mess? What is a core compared to ranked? It's if I get on and shoot somebody, it should shoot them the same way it shoots them over here.
When we did,
I have a handgun upstairs. If I pull the trigger, the next time I pull the trigger, it shoots exactly the same.
No, you're not in rank mode.
Oh, that's right. My ranked one is different. Gotcha.
Right. The ranked.
That's where my problems are. I just don't understand. And I understand they're trying to fix it and this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah. But like sometimes, like Gears 4 was like we said was like it handled the best, and then you took Gears 5 and you changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I almost feel like they did use the Judgment. Half of it is like Judgment code, which completely messed it up. I don't know that for sure, right? But
maybe I don't know. No, because Judgment was really awful. Like another weapon that I miss, the sawed-off shotgun.
I missed the sawed-off shotgun too. I like that gun.
I like that gun too.
The sawed-off shotgun was more consistent than the Nasher shotgun.
But it was a dead hit. If you missed, you better run because that reload was slow. But that's how they stopped the advantage, so that somebody with a sawed-off shotgun can't go around just destroying you like somebody with a Nasher.
Mm-hmm.
And that was cool. They figured out a way to balance it to make the gun good. I don't know why they don't use that. I mean, why can't you have classes? I understand like the most lethal weapons, the digger, that's not even in there anymore. But the boom shot the digger, that's the drop shot now. It's the drop shot.
Right. It's the opposite
digger,
of
drop
the digger.
Shot.
The drop shot goes high, the digger went low. Yeah.
The digger was Gears 3, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, I understand like the sniper, the drop shot, the boom shot. You don't want the lethal weapons to be a class. I get that.
But they should have Mel Gibson run in with.
They should have freedom. No, but you should be able to do a class with a sawed-off shotgun or a Lancer hammer. How you can switch you can change your loadout throughout. You should be able to do a couple classes. One with a Nasher, one with a sawed. Because sometimes maybe there's a map that you want to use the sawed-off because you can get in there and get close and bang, drop something.
That's a good idea. I like that idea.
Why don't they do something? If you want to change the game, do that. Mm-hmm. Don't go up. The gunfire's different. Sorry,
you missed.
83%. 2 hits, 99%. You know how many times I've got that? Makes me so. I'll shoot somebody twice for 99%. They'll shoot me once and I'll blow apart. Really?
Yeah, a lot of it doesn't make a lot of sense. But when it first launched and we discovered this red splash omen that covers your entire peripheral vision, we thought, okay, so this is going to last a month and they're going to fix it. They're going to have an option where you can turn it off and you can play just like you're used to playing. No, they did not do that.
Pride stops that.
I feel like that should have been something they should have done right from the very beginning.
The damn right. And it's not like if people didn't complain enough, they wouldn't have made the simple omen adjustment that you can make.
I know there were people screaming on their forums and they just took them down.
If there wasn't a problem, that update wouldn't have happened.
Right.
So apparently there's a problem. Fix that problem. Mm-hmm. Even if some people like that red, give me the option to have the classic omen. Give me that option.
That would have made everybody happy. That literally
it would have solved the problem. We'd probably be playing Gears 5 right now.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not now. We're playing Outriders. Nothing against Outriders because I think Outriders is a pretty good game. But I've been playing Call of Duty Cold War. I enjoy it, but I like Gears better. But I don't want to play Gears 5. And you can only find matches certain hours of the day on Gears 4. Mm-hmm. After about midnight, 1 o'clock my time, your time.
Right.
You can't find matches anymore. So
you can't.
You can't play Gears.
We got to play something else.
Yeah.
And we were never really big Call of Duty players either. We were Gears players.
We were.
But man, I feel like if they had that would have literally made everybody happy. You would have your people who wanted the stupid red omen across your screen. You'd have the guys that could turn it off. You could have simple, whatever you wanted. You could easily have a 3-tier option.
It's not that hard.
No.
It's not that hard for them to patch that into that game.
And that would have been one of our biggest issues, right? If they had fixed that from the beginning. That
would have solved a lot of it. Yeah, we'd have got, the mechanics are different, but still the same. We'd have got used to it, and we'd have probably played it.
The other big thing I almost forgot about, the RB for the chainsaw.
Why? Why would you change? RB has been active reload since Gears 1. Why? Now, granted, you can map your controller, but why should you have to? I don't have to do that in Call of Duty.
Right.
Every Call of Duty is the same. How do you switch your weapon in Call of Duty?
Why?
How do you reload? X. What the fuck are you thinking? What do you? Oh, I'm sorry.
We have another friend of ours, Sergeant Rum, who was the biggest chainsaw guy, in Gears of
Oh my
War
God!
history.
I'm
Yeah.
sure if you guys play Gears, you've ran into Sergeant Rum 151 with a chainsaw on your face.
Yeah. And like he didn't want anything to do with this game either, Gears 5, because he's like, what the fuck, RB? Why do you have to hit RB? And it's a big complaint, I think.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's just, again, change for the sake of change. It was not a quality of life improvement after how many years? Since
Right.
2006. So
And
2010.
4 iterations of
14
game.
years. 14 years. That's a long time.
Yeah, not counting
Came out
Judgment, 4
2006.
iterations of the game.
We're just gonna round it to 2020. We're not even counting 2021.
Mm-hmm.
From 2006 to 2020 is 14 years
Mm-hmm.
that you've been hitting B for your chainsaw. Now
Yep.
they go, oh, right bumper. What? What are you thinking?
Another ridiculous change they made. That was a big one that I had to
It's
throw
little
in there.
but big. It's little but big. You know?
Mhm.
Like, what are they
It's
thinking?
enough where you just don't want to play the game anymore.
Yeah, because it's not the game that and I understand you want to attract new players. That's not how you attract new players. You give them the option of creating a class. So you could go in and choose in Outriders, the class I chose was the Trickster, which is more of an up close class.
Mhm.
Okay. That'd be the same thing with the sawed off shotgun guy. You have a sawed off shotgun, you're not going to shoot him as far away as you are with an Asher. So you got to get up close to him. That's the difference. You have your long range, your mid range, and your short range classes. You could create them custom. You could do your character, like 9,000 skins. But they change the weapons that work, they change, and they don't give you more weapons. When's the last time they added the Retro Lancer, which now you can only get as a pickup because it was OP. But at least it was something you could use as a class. They took that away from you. They continually take things from you. Why?
But they add the red omen
Yeah.
splash across your screen.
And there's some podcasts I listen to. And one guy, not mentioning his name, he was an Xbox guy and then he became a Sony PlayStation guy, and he's real toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Real toxic. He was a real big Gears fan. And he was real disappointed in Gears 5, and he's right. Yeah, I don't agree with a lot of his views because he's very one-sided. I don't even want to go into it because that's
I got you.
Console war toxicity I don't want to go into. But he's right. They really dropped the ball when it comes to Gears of War. They really did. I mean, God, I remember the first time I played that game. It was now granted, there's a ton of games like it now, obviously, because the technology has come so far. But man, it just made you feel a certain way when you played against somebody that no other game makes you feel.
Right.
It's something to behold, and they lost that fundamental. We used to just get drunk and just, oh my God, get cross-eyed drunk and play Gears till we couldn't talk straight.
Yep. Played all night long, couldn't speak anymore.
Oh my God. I remember that night we started at friggin', what was it, 11 o'clock at night and played till 1 o'clock the next day?
Yep.
I was so drunk, and my wife was really mad at me.
And I remember I was really drunk too. And to the point where we couldn't even really communicate well, but we were still playing, and we sobered up by the next day, by 1 p.m. the next.
One more round, let's do it.
And I mean, we played every night, man. We played Gears of War 1 every single night. I met Dr. Teeth and our friend Sergeant Rum and a bunch of other guys. That
it was Dark Faith, Punisher, friggin' NASCAR fan, Blackshire. Another thing that I miss. Now this comes with a host, but remember you used to be able to place weapons on maps So you could put snipers here and this
Yeah,
there.
you could have your own casual
you
maps.
could do your own. You could, and the matchmaking system in the original Gears of War is the best matchmaking system ever. People could just jump. That's how we met. We all just randomly jumped into a room,
Mm-hmm.
started talking, and got along, and just kept playing.
Yep, and Dr. T's been to my wedding. I've been to his. Like we became, best friends over a fucking video game.
Yeah, like that was. How can you not know how that code works? How could you not take that code?
And every night we play with different guys. We would just fire up the map system, and random people would jump in, and it was a blast.
Start a room, and you'd wait in the middle till people joined, and then you'd pick your side.
Mm-hmm. They never were able to duplicate that. I remember Gears 2
coming
out.
If they wanted to, and I don't understand why they don't.
Right. I remember Gears 2 came out. And we're like, what is happening? What's wrong with this matchmaking system? It's not the same.
Now, don't get me wrong. The way they have their matchmaking system now, it's okay. It's okay. Like, Gears 2 and 3 was real sketchy. But the best was just starting a random room. And if the game itself didn't play so laggy and terrible and the graphics weren't, granted, it's 14 years ago,
yeah.
I would still play Gears 1 because of the matchmaking system.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could just go in and people would just search for Team Deathmatch. And it would just pull them into your room. And then your room would fill up. You'd talk crap in the lobby. And then you'd meet them on the battlefield. That's what it was.
Yep.
That's what it was. And I don't know.
Now they try their best to have, Team A joins on their connection, Team B joins on their connection, and you wait and you wait and you wait, and then it brings the two teams together. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just, man, sometimes you got to look in the past to find the future.
That's good advice.
Quote me on that. That's the Dr. Deephism. Yeah.
We need that on a shirt.
Yeah. But seriously, that was such a good system. It was so smooth.
It was.
It never had a hiccup. It just worked.
Yep. Every night.
You were like, okay, I'm starting a room. I sent you an invite. It was a public room, so I could invite anybody I wanted, and anybody could join. And then somebody searched Team Deathmatch, and while we were playing, people would just jump in while we were playing. Just boom, this person joined your match.
And it was a blast.
It was so fun. And that's how we met all of our great fucking Xbox friends.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, we're in party chats now, which, I mean, because we're set in our groups. But it was still, you would just run into so many random people to challenge you. Sometimes they were a beast, sometimes they were a scrub. You didn't get stuck in a cycle with the same people, because either they would just completely wreck you till you're like, I'm going to wait a minute and start another match, or they would leave because you're wrecking them and somebody else would take their spot. So it was always being shook up. Now it's you play against the same teams because they're on this East Coast server and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I understand everything should be held on a server so that if I'm hosting a match, I don't have an advantage, but it should still be my room, just like a Discord where you host the server, but the server is still,
Yeah.
And then anybody can ping and hit that server. They could do that. They could do that. They could do that. They could do that. There's nothing stopping them.
No, I completely agree. So how do they bring people back to Gears 6 if that's going to be a thing?
Ooh, one thing that would at least pique people?
What's that?
Cliffy B.
I was thinking that. I actually saw something online. I don't know if he's making another, if he's joining
He
them.
said he's working on a new project, but nobody knows if it's somebody made a comment and he cut him in half. He's like, I didn't say games. I said I'm working on something new.
Oh, okay.
But that doesn't mean that he wouldn't do another game, because he did make a tweet. I put out a tweet once saying something similar to, if they need help, if the coalition needs help with Gears,
Reach out or something.
yeah, something like that. Like, I remember we used to blame him, but we probably should have been thanking him. to be fair, and nothing against the coalition, because graphically and all that stuff, the game is good, but fundamentally, some of their ideas are just not good.
Right, it lost something. It did,
Yeah.
and then these ideas that they have. Oh, all right, I have an idea. We're going to make the Omen completely cover your screen so you can't see anything. Who comes up with that idea?
I don't know. Maybe somebody that has tunnel vision.
Right.
No, I'm teasing. That's rude.
But,
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. They should have. I know they have testers. I know they have. People testing the game.
But those people get paid. They don't do it for free.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't want to be too harsh, because, I mean, think about it. Anytime you do, like an artist, they're their own worst critic, but they don't want to hear anybody say, "Oh, your art sucks."
I'm going to give you an example, and another thing this is one thing that we've talked about before, and goes back to your tunnel vision. Okay, so let's go back to completely different subject. Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull movie. Right. So you got,
that's the Gears judgment of Indiana Jones movies.
It is, and you have Shia LaBeouf swinging through vines in the film.
Shia LaBeouf is how that's pronounced.
Shia LaBeouf. I actually saw a video where he ate wings with somebody on a podcast, and they said LaBeouf, believe it or not.
He probably was just like, well, I'm not famous anymore. I don't want to correct it.
But, Shia LaBeouf.
Whatever.
Yeah,
that guy.
Mr. Shea. Swinging through the vines, doing Tarzan.
Yeah.
And George Lucas thought that was a good idea.
Let's throw a little bit
That's
of George
tunnel
Lucas.
vision, sir, where you can't see anything.
That is? Well, tunnel vision and arrogance of vision, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is how I feel about
Somebody should have said, Mr. Lucas.
Hey, Mr. Lucas, that's friggin' stupid.
Right. Exactly.
They didn't. and just like the Star Wars prequels, Jar Jar Binks, somebody should have reeled that in real fast, and nobody did. Who's going to stand up to George Lucas, right?
Right.
He's George Lucas, the creator of 3 of some of the best movies ever made, one of the best sagas ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Who's going to stand? And then he made them, and they were awful. Like, did we really need a 25-minute pod race scene?
No.
Probably not. I don't know. I'm going to say 15 to 20 minutes or whatever. Did we need that? No. That acting was horrible by that little kid. He was not a good actor. There were just many, many things that were questionable, and Darth Maul, great character.
Great character.
Let's kill them
Great
off
fight
quick.
scene. Yep.
Let's get rid of this guy. What do we need a good villain for? That's silly. That good villain could have made. I'm not going there because this is a Gears of War podcast. But I mean, it's just the same principle. It's arrogance of vision. Mm-hmm. You think that you know better than anybody else because it's your vision. But sometimes your vision gets skewed by your own success.
Right.
And I think that's what happened. Gears of War is a huge success. The only thing I'm afraid they're going to do is do a war like a Fortnite battle royale with Gears. That wouldn't be fun, I don't think. I'm not a battle royale person. I don't want to jump down into a map, kill a guy kills me, my game's over. I want to continue to play. I don't want to have to go and find another. That's
probably next. They're probably going to make that as a Gears 6 battle royale.
If they want to make it make it a game mode, but you'd have to really change your weapons. Everybody'd have to get Nashers would pretty much be gone.
Right.
Because you're looking, most kills that are done in those games are more of long range kills.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be doing a lot of sniping, lancers, hammer burst. I don't know if Gears is built for that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I don't want to see that in Gears 6 at all.
I mean, if they want to make that, make that. That's whatever. It's your. But don't leave out the people that have been playing your game since it was a game. Don't do that. And I feel like they have. It's disappointing. It's disheartening. I mean, I'm an old man, and I'm. Oh, you
we're
took
old
my.
now.
But man, I had so much fun with that game. You know how many DUIs I avoided by playing that game? Just saying.
You know, I like your idea about the classes, and you could switch between.
Drink here.
You could switch between everything. The Retro Lancer wouldn't be a pick. You could switch. You could use it if you wanted to from the beginning. Sawed-off shotgun compared to the National. You could
class with the Retro Lancer, the Lancer, like as your primary machine guns, or the Hammer Burst, the original Hammer Burst, not this bullshit that they got the single. It's a burst, not a single. You know what I mean? Like that's not the thing they changed. The Hammer Burst, the original Gears Hammer Burst, was a 3-shot burst.
Right.
Then they changed it to a single fire. It's no longer a burst.
Right.
You can't call it a hammer burst because it does not burst.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Anyway.
Hammer as fast as you can pull your finger, like you're twiddling your dick.
Yeah, it's a semi-automatic. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's that's my point. Like, you could make classes like that because some people were good with that hammer burst. You could use the hammer burst.
Our friend Blackshire got so good with that gun because he could.
God, he was a beast with that gun. Him and Deacon. Deacon was a monster with almost every gun he put.
Yeah.
But I mean, just things like that, man. Like, they could do those types of things. Those would be quality of life improvements. Fix your grenade range.
Right. Bring back every fucking weapon. Bring back the mortar.
Bring back the mortar.
Bring back the Hammer of Dawn.
Oh, look at that.
We're in there.
Here, buddy. You know what I mean? Like, those are the types of things. That's the heart of Gears.
Remember playing the map? We had some good times on rooftops with that Hammer of Dawn.
I loved rooftops. Oh my god. Oh, loved rooftops.
Hammer of Dawn Wars. Screaming, "We got him!" Yeah.
That's breaking people's faces every time they try to go for that torque bow.
Yeah.
You're not picking. Don't try and pick that up.
That was a good map. Yep.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sorry, but launch Gear 6 with every fucking good map across the series.
The problem is their opinion of good maps and what good maps actually are two different things. Security. They redid security.
Right. But bring us back some day one. Bring us back some river. Keep gridlock if you have to. Fuel depot.
Bullet Marsh. I know you didn't like Bullet Marsh, but
I'll take Bullet Marsh over some of these shitty ass maps they got in this Gears 5.
Gears was sexy. I love that map so much.
Which one?
My
Bullet
God.
Marsh?
Oh my god.
You love Bullet Marsh. You're good at Bullet Marsh too.
Gears 1. Oh, I loved that map so much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I miss. They did it in what was it, Gears 3 or something?
That was a good sniper map though. Bullet Marsh was.
That was the point. It was all dark and scary. You know what I mean? Like you can. And here's another problem I have. Why is it when I aim down sights in my sniper, I have a light that lights up? I'm a sniper. You're not supposed to be able to see me. I might as well just point a flashlight and go, "Hey, I'm over here."
I think that's the point of what the developers wanted. They're like, here I am.
That's bullshit. They didn't do that up until Gears 4, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What? No sniper does that. If you're in the direct light, you can get reflection off of the lens. But come on.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's not that, and it's silly that they did it.
Yes.
It's silly that they did that. That bothers me too. If you're looking for somebody who's sniping you should be able to just find them. That's what I always did. I found who was sniping, and then I shot him in the head.
You don't seem to get that gameplay, it seems like, in Gears 5 to me, like you had in old school Bullet Marsh Gears 1, where it was a sniper war. You know, when you
Not
say
even
you
a
guys.
sniper war, but you had one, like each team would have one guy that was really good with the sniper, and he'd take the sniper, and the other guy was the same way. And not only was I aiming for their sniper, I was going for somebody trying down here to get the torque bow. You're not going to get that either if I have anything to say about it. And then you had the other guys going and rushing and fighting and maybe trying to sneak up on the sniper behind. Right. It's not the same gameplay.
You don't have the same gameplay anymore. No.
It's not.
It seems like it's all a rush shotgun fest. A lot of the times that we played it.
Some of that's fun, sure.
Yeah.
But it's not the same. It's not the same.
It's really not the same. So say they announce Gear 6 tomorrow, and fix your fucking Omen, please. For the love of God, give us an option.
5. Fix it on 5, please.
Yeah.
They keep dropping all these new operations that have happened. They said there's the new mode that just came out is really good. I don't know what it is. I haven't played it.
The Hive Buster stuff?
Yeah, Hive Busters. That's what it is. I have no interest.
Me, same here.
No interest. I haven't even bothered. I'm like, I don't care.
And
first off, the game's in Game Pass, and I have Game Pass, so it didn't cost me anything to purchase. Thank God. There's other games in Game Pass, so at least I'm getting my money's worth. But the game itself is still a quality game, but they took the fun out of it.
They did. Somehow they did.
That's my problem with the game. They took the fun out of it. If only they could fix those things. And it's not even like it's a long list.
Right. 3, 4 things, major things that they could fix that would bring back a fan base.
Yeah, it would. It would spark. Like I'd stream it every time I played. I mean, man, when Gears came out, we never had enough room for all the people that wanted to play Gears.
Oh, right, exactly.
We're always like, sorry, man, as soon as we get a space, we'll invite you and get you in. Now, you can't find anybody that wants to play it. We have a couple people, but most people don't want to play it because they broke it so fundamentally.
I think every one of our friends would agree that it's just not fun.
Yeah, they broke it. They fundamentally broke the game.
And we've heard good things about, you should play the campaign, blah, 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 blah.
The campaign and the multiplayer are two different things.
2 separate things. Yeah, for sure.
2 separate things.
Yep.
You know? Like when you're doing the campaign, you're in it for the lore. And we do need to finish that. We haven't. But when you're doing the multiplayer, you're in it for the grind. You're in it to wreck a motherfucker.
You're in it for that headshot for the night.
Here it comes, bitch. Yeah, that's what you're in it for. You're not in it for the lore anymore. You're in it for the gears.
Dude, I couldn't wait to come on Gears 1, Gears 2, Gears with that Hammer of Dawn. I was a Hammer of Dawn motherfucking beast.
No, it was so scary. I used to hate it when I was on the opposite team. Not this map. No. Not in the border.
But man, like you said, just fix the 3 or 4 things. Yeah. You know,
unfortunately, this podcast is small enough that it's not going to get any traction. But there, hopefully, the title will pull some people in. Maybe some bigger people will see it, and maybe they'll agree.
Yep.
I love Gears.
Yeah, we both love Gears.
I'll never stop hoping that they make a new Gears that's like Gears 4. I was loving Gears 4.
And it's a game we can constantly go back to as well because, man, it's still fun. It's still fun.
It is. Yeah, it is.
And because I can see who I'm shooting in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big part of it. That's a big part.
And they've always had to fix like the grenade radius or, the boom shot radius.
Like never worked on that.
Yeah.
Never. I don't think they ever did because it wasn't a big enough problem, I think, for them to have to focus on, so they never did.
Right.
You know, it was always the weapon tuning.
And I think if they actually, and I hate to say this because people are going to probably yell at us for it, bring Cliffy B back in, I think they could probably fix their shotgun problems too.
I don't even know if it's the shotgun. It's just the, I don't want to say it.
The consistency of it.
No, the bravado that is Gears. What Gears is what Cliffy B brought to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they need. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he will say he wants to be called Cliff Blazinski. He will.
Right.
I've heard he's gotten kind of crappy with people for calling him Cliffy B. So, Mr. Blazinski, please,
you're our only hope.
show them. Yes, Clifford Blazinski, you're our only hope.
We need you, buddy. We need you to come back and help us a little bit. Even if you just say, take the red omen off the fucking screen.
Yeah,
take the splash damage off the screen, so that people can see who they're shooting.
Right. Yeah. It's such a thing. It can happen. It can happen. It can happen.
Man, with that guy, the developer who kept saying, you missed. I don't feel like that these changes are ever going to happen, though.
Here's the problem. Again, it comes down to arrogance of art.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I'm not wrong, you're wrong. It's mine. I know it's right.
Mm-hmm.
People are too afraid to admit a fault. And, like, I didn't experience it, but there was a lot about CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk 2077.
Mm-hmm.
They said it was a fucking train wreck.
Right.
Okay. I didn't buy it. I was going to, and I didn't get a chance to order it, whatever. And then
I did.
Came out.
It was bad. It was the first week was horrible.
They pulled it out of the PlayStation Store. I think Microsoft still has it, but they were giving refunds and all kind of shit because it was not ready to go. It was hot. And they knew it, and they wouldn't let them release footage and all kind. Like there was all kind of bad going on. They knew it, but the shareholders wanted theirs.
Right.
That's why, like, I just wish, because Microsoft seems to be going a different direction now with Game Pass and the investments they're making, buying ZeniMax, and rumor is they're buying Discord. They just bought another company here. It just got finalized. Some kind of tech company doing something. I can't remember what now. Didn't have a lot to do with any of the gaming aspects. Something else, but like they're and I hear that they're supposed to be doing some more studio acquisitions. Like they want to become the Netflix of gaming, and in Netflix, just like for instance, if you watch Cobra Kai, great friggin' show. Why? Because they let the writers do what they need to do to make the story right, to make it right. And I don't feel like for a while that was happening because Phil Spencer wasn't in control of all that. Even though when Gears 5 launched, he was in control. Gears 5, I think, was in development, and there were things going on before Phil Spencer really took control of Xbox. I just wish they could just go back to the roots. Sometimes, again, you have to look to the past to see your future.
Right. Now, some people would argue Gears just isn't innovative enough. It's always...
Call of Duty is, right? The top-selling game every year. Yeah. One of the top 3 or top 5.
And that's what I would say to those people. I've had even one of our friends, Punisher, said that, well, Gears just doesn't do enough to be, to change enough or to be better. But Call of Duty is the same thing every, besides when they put jetpacks in, that lasted, 3 games?
Nope. That lasted 1 game. Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, it was
and they were
pretty
trying to copy Titanfall. Titanfall was very underrated.
It was. Titanfall was fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was its own niche. You know what I mean? And then Call of Duty tried to copy it. Didn't work.
But, and with Gears Judgment in 5, they tried to implement, you can jump down. There was different layers of the map.
Oh, the flipping over. No, that was Judgment.
Yeah. Yep. And then some parts of Gears 5, there's one of the newer maps you can do it too. Like you can flip down it's kind of dumb. But
yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
and I can't remember the map, but it's not a good map anyway. It's not. It's probably
Right.
one of the better maps in Gears 5, but it's still a shitty fucking map.
Right.
One of the ones that it launched with, one of the beta maps, I think it was too, but still a shitty fucking map.
Yes. Very much.
You got to keep, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, you have to keep Gears pretty much the way it is. Maybe add, like you said, more. Bring all the weapons back. Bring all the fucking maps back. You would bring your whole fan base back. I'm telling you, you would.
You would.
Yep. Some things you just got to stick to.
Yeah.
And I think Gears is one of those things. And you can try to implement whatever, maybe one or two new ideas that might.
Sure.
But you can't.
Don't take your core away.
No, don't take the core away.
But they did that, and like in my opinion, like we had Gears 4, which had your core modes, Gears 3 was the first time for Team Deathmatch, which was pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. I get to respawn, just like Call of Duty. That was a good thing,
right?
And then they put a twist on it in not Judgment. Gears 4. They did Dodgeball, which was a respawn, but only if you earned the respawn.
Right. Really, really enjoyed. I got tired of Team Deathmatch, but I enjoyed the shit out of me some Dodgeball.
Okay, because it was a challenge. It was, I got to earn this to get somebody back in. I got to earn that. It was dope.
I can't even comprehend why they took it out of 5. They had it for an event here and there.
I know, because again, they're not in touch with it.
Right.
They see the analytics and really, come on, stop it.
No.
They want
to see what they want to see.
Like execution. You can't even, is execution even a thing now?
I don't even know. Warzone and Execution were the two original modes. I don't even know if they're in the game anymore.
Execution was huge.
Yeah,
Warzone is still there, I think. Team Deathmatch, like you could do those things, and it could be so good.
Mm-hmm.
And they just refuse to let it be good. I don't understand it. Same. And it makes me sad.
It makes me sad too.
Because I love Gears.
If every weekend we'd literally be texting back, "Are you ready to play this weekend? You ready to play?" And there's not a game that can bring us back into it like Gears, dude.
No.
We're even like, can you play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Yeah, we'll play. Now it's like, you want to play Friday night something? Well, sure, maybe, if we're not doing anything else.
Well, I guess like tomorrow night, we're gonna be playing.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be playing Outriders.
Outriders.
We're playing Gears.
Yep.
We're gonna be playing Outriders. Whose fault is that, Coalition? It's your fault. Because Outriders is a nice game, but if Gears is what it was, it wouldn't even be a choice.
It wouldn't even be a choice. Right, correct.
It would be Gears.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. It's Outriders because Gears has let me down.
And honestly, we play just to hang out with friends. We're not really really that much into the game. We just want to see how everybody's doing and make sure that we stay in touch. And
I am liking this story.
I'm liking Outriders too. I can't wait to get a legendary drop maybe this tomorrow night.
I heard people complaining about this. That's another story. But
mm-hmm.
But I mean it's very, it's disheartening.
It is
what they've done. And if they would just listen to the forums, the masses, you can't listen to everything, but you can't change the fundamentals of your game.
No, and that's what they did.
Yes, that's where the problem lies. Halo is still Halo. No matter what. Halo 5, they marketed bad. They marketed that bad that you thought that you and Locke were going to be going at it, and that's not at all what happened. They really screwed the marketing on Halo 5. But Halo still plays like Halo. Call of Duty still plays like Call of Duty. The Last of Us on PlayStation still plays like The Last of Us, whether it's the first one or the second one. The only thing like they did, and it was for the better, is, which I haven't played yet, is God of War. They remade it, but they made it better.
Mm-hmm.
The things that
the new God of War was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the things that they've done to Gears of War is not better.
No, it's not. And
the
I
problem.
mean, literally everybody I see on the Facebook groups that we're in, they don't want to play the game anymore.
No, a lot of people play Gears 4.
Yep. And
And
how can it be
one,
that? How can they screw up something so bad that you lose?
because they're not. Again, this is my opinion, but I feel like it's arrogance.
I think you're right. You get one time a month. You're right. This is that time of month. You're right.
It must be my period.
I believe it's error. 83% you missed.
Yeah, I
missed.
feel like it's arrogance because I know my game.
And I've seen videos where they slow down the video and the shotgun is right up in the guy's chest, right?
You'll see the buckshot hit the guy, and then it goes, you missed.
Yeah.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Yep. No. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
You know, I think you're right. The arrogance of I like that. That might have to go on a T-shirt too. Right after the truck was too fast for me. You know, right?
Hey, I fell asleep that
night. We have a bunch of Dr. Teeth isms that need to be on shirts. They really
arrogance is actually, it's a problem. And again, you have to look to your past sometimes to see your future.
I completely agree. This is the one time I'm going to completely agree with everything you're saying.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm going to write down the time and date. So.
Literally, you are 1,000% right on everything you just said. So, thank you, sir.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a game developer, but I play games.
Well, let's. Before we finish up, it doesn't seem like it would be that difficult to fix, not even take away the red big splash screen.
And it would be giving the option for somebody to have a classic Omen.
Right, and we're not even saying you have to get rid of the red.
Just give me the option to have the classic one.
Yes. Give us the option to have the classic Omen so we can see what the fuck we're doing.
Right.
Bring the sounds back. Bring the headshot sound back.
Sure.
Maybe fix your grenade radius and put the fucking RB away so you can use your B as the chainsaw.
Yeah. Those are 3 simple fixes.
Mm-hmm.
They could do that in a patch, boom. And it's not like it costs them money. Microsoft owns it. It's not like how they used to charge for patches and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like that no more. It's Microsoft's. Fix it.
Fix it. You'd bring back...
You'd bring back a lot of people.
50-60% of your fan base.
You would. Yep, you would.
And that's it. You know, that's...
Yeah.
Man, how good would it feel to be like, yo, you want to play some Gears tonight? Oh, yeah, the splash screen isn't there. We can turn it off.
Dude, it'd be so... I would be down. I would be like, what? Outriders? What is that? Call it what? Like, I've been trying to do some streaming and stuff, and, I'm an old guy. Who the fuck wants to watch me? But I don't care. Maybe it'll catch on. Maybe it won't.
Yeah, I do. You missed.
But I missed. But fucking, like, I've actually been enjoying playing Call of Duty because... depends. Modern Warfare and friggin' Cold War, they play completely different. Cold War, it's like you're lightning fast. And Dave put it the best way. Well, he went back and tried to play some Modern Warfare. He was like, it's like you're running in the mud. Like, they feel so different. Gears doesn't have that problem. They haven't changed the code enough to where when you play it, it doesn't feel like Gears until you fire your weapons or until you take damage. And then it doesn't feel like Gears. Like they're like half there and half not there.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to add new maps and new weapons, ink grenades were stupid.
They were stupid.
They got rid of those because they're stupid. The flash grenades are actually a pretty good idea. The smoke grenades were horrible when they would make you fucking slither down the stairs. That
was a bad one. Yeah, that was one of the worst moves they did. Gears 2. Was that
Yeah, and they were like, "Whoa, this is horrible," and they got rid of it.
one? Remember every time we'd play day one and like you'd run to go up the steps and then
Oh
everybody
my
would throw the smoke
god!
and you'd fall down the whole steps.
And
Yeah.
you'd go like this, and then somebody just walk over and shoot you. You didn't even have a chance to stand up. It was so stupid.
It was.
Yeah, like, but they realized that this is dumb, and they took it out and fixed it.
Yeah.
Here, they don't want to do it. I don't understand why. Don't kill the franchise for these dumb things. Don't change the fundamentals. Don't take Gears away from Gears.
I feel like they almost have killed the franchise with Gears 5.
And I'm afraid that's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want that to happen. Please don't take Gears away from Gears.
Yeah.
Don't change those things. You want to add new weapons? You want to add a different type of sniper rifle? One where that you have to, like, I don't even know, a different type of sniper rifle. It's a automatic sniper, something.
Right.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Like, they can figure those things out. They can come up with those good ideas. But what fundamentally makes the game what it is, don't ruin. And they have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's sad.
I remember even Gears 4 wanting to play it. Oh man, the skins are pretty cool. Dr. Teeth, let's jump in tonight and check out the skin we got, or it's still,
dude.
At least it still felt like
I love playing Gears 4.
Yep.
Love playing Gears 4. Gears 5, I don't want to touch it.
And every once in a while we'll be like, oh, let's try it, and then literally one or two games and we're done.
Every time.
Yep.
Every time.
Like, we can't even play this, and it all comes the biggest problem is that red splash across your screen every time.
Yes, that's the biggest problem. If they
can't-
would eliminate that, more of it I could get used to, seriously. But the Omen thing, I can't do. I can't do it.
No, it's really bad.
It is. It's terrible.
Ugh.
I don't know.
Well,
hopefully
they got to bring it back. They got to do something, at least with the next, whether it's Gears 6 or something. They got to make some changes. They have to see that their fan base is dwindling. Like, they have to see that, I would think.
I hope they do. I hope Phil Spencer steps in and goes, all right, we need to make a change that's, I know Phil Spencer's all about being hands off with the studios, giving them time to do what they got to do. But sometimes you just got to go, hey, something's not right.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully something like that'll happen,
Yeah, I hope so. But here's to the good old days of Gears 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. And 4. Judgment can go suck a dick, and so can Gears 5.
That's right.
It's just, so yes, sir. That's we've been wanting to do this episode for a while. That's our little rant about how bad Gears 5 is. You took our game away from us, Coalition.
You sons of bitches.
You sons of bitches. Gears 5 sucks.
It's trash.
It's trash.
It's trash. Well, hopefully they'll get it together. I'm hopeful that they'll get it together.
Me too. I'm hoping maybe, they'll get their shit together, make some small changes to bring back the fan base, and we can have fun again, Dr. Teeth. Bring our fun back. That would be
awesome. That would be awesome.
Well, sir, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
No problem.
I really appreciate it. And maybe next time we can bring our pal Sergeant Rum 151 in for a little talk.
Yeah, that would be nice. I could go on about Gears and Star Wars. I've got some stuff I could talk about. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm going to bring you in, sir.
All right, I'm good with that.
Oh, thank you for joining us. Gears 5 sucks.
It does.
Sucks.
Okay, so I'd like to plug myself. I do stream on Twitch, and I'm terrible, but it's Voodoo Gaming 75. I've been doing some Call of Duty and some Gears 4 here and there. My Xbox gamer tag is Dr. Teeth Mupp.
And we're going to try to get that streaming thing going too a little bit here, maybe.
Yeah.
So bring us a new Gears game, and maybe we can get into it even more.
That's what I'm screaming.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Teeth, and we'll definitely talk to you later.
All right.
See ya.